Hi and welcome to my next video. I had a challenge from one of my followers on Facebook. He said, why don't you run Ubuntu? Ubuntu 18.4 or 18.x. Well, if you guys follow my channel, you know that I'm more of a minimalist and I'm not someone who just installs an operating system as is. I just install the basic and then install the software that I need on my system. But okay, I will take the challenge. I will do this in a VirtualBox because I'm not really gonna run Ubuntu because I also like the latest and the greatest software versions of all the software that I use. But I wanted to do a video like what would I do if I would install an Ubuntu 18.4 LTS edition on my system. So first of all, I would download not just the Ubuntu desktop, but I would download the network installer. So if you click here on the network installer, I would download the 18.4 and then the AMD version right here. Then you take the ISO file and you download that one. So I already did that, so it's already attached to my virtual machine. So let's go into the virtual machine. And here we are. So this is the network installer from Ubuntu. So what would I do if I would install it on my system? Let's go. So click on install. The setup language will be English. I am in Europe, in the Netherlands. My keyboard is US. No, I don't want to detect my layout. So English US, yes. I have the euro on the 5 because I'm in Europe. So now it's detecting what I have on my internet. Connect an internet account. So configuring the network with DHCP. So what would I call the machine? Ubuntu Mini KDE. What's my closest mirror? Yes, the Netherlands, that's correct. I don't have a proxy server. So now it's setting up the additional components on my system. We will be installing the KDE desktop environment on this, and I will also show you what I would do, how to tweak my system the way I like it. So, user creation, password, and again repeat the password. Europe Amsterdam is my correct time zone. So that's correct. I want to use my entire disk. Normally I would do something like manual because I normally have 3 disk partitions. One for my system, one for my VMs, so the virtual machines that I use in my tutorials, and a separate disk for my data. But this is just a virtual machine, so I will use the entire disk now. I agree with this partition schema. So now I set up the base system and I will return when this is done. Okay, this is an in-between screen I get. So do you want to have automatic updates or not? I would like to have, that's what I always will choose. Security updates automatically, so yes. And it will continue installing again, but we're almost at the screen that I wanted to show you. So let's continue on this one. So here's the screen that I wanted to show you. Here is where you can choose what you want to install with the network installer. So now the core system is installed. That's the only thing that's installed here. So if you want to, you could use the cloud image. You could set up a DNS server, the Ubuntu desktop, a LAMP server, so a Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. But I won't be doing that. Ubuntu. You can set up a mail server and PostgreSQL database, print server, sample file server. This is the Ubuntu desktop, Apache desktop. This is the Ubuntu desktop that you will get when you do the normal installation. Mate. You can set up some software for audio and audio recording and editing suite. Ubuntu Studio, so complete. Ubuntu minimal desktop environment installation. The large selection of fonts, 2 and 3D creation suites, vanilla GNOME, the basic Ubuntu server. So here are a lot of choices that you can use. I will not choose any of them, so I will just click continue. To install this, and I will return when this is done. Okay, so here we are at the install of the grub bootloader on the hard disk. So I will choose yes, of course I want to grub. And now it's finishing the installation. Do I want to use the clock set to UTC? Yes, do it. So now I have to eject the CD image. Come on. Oh, sorry. Optical drives. Remove the disk from virtual drive. Force unmount. So now we can click on continue. So now it's going to be booting into my clean installation of the core of Ubuntu. Here we are, just nicely as a prompt. So let's log in. And as you can see, we have a plain Ubuntu installation. So we can check if there are updates available, but normally I would expect, because we are doing a network installation, that we don't have any updates. But let's check first, just to be certain. As you can see, all packages are up to date. So let's clear the screen. So what would I do next as the next steps? I will do an install. Of the following packages. So xorg, not zorg. I think it's Plasma Desktop. Yeah, it is. SDDM and console as my terminal. All other packages I will install later. So let's first install this one. So this can take a while. I will install it and get back to you when this is done. Okay, the installation is done. So now let's just reboot and see what we get as a minimal installation. Reboot. Okay, so we're booted. So this is where we can log in now. And then I will try and install the VirtualBox drivers to make the screen full. I will install the drivers and should be back in a minute. Okay, so I installed the VirtualBox guest editions, and here we are at the login again. So login. So KDE Plasma starting. And here we are at the basic KDE installation. So what's installed on the system? Oh, I already changed the application also. So this is what you get when you have the first installation of KDE. As everyone knows, well, I don't like this menu, so I would first change the menu like this. I like this much better. So what do we have on the system? We have system settings, we have Discover, Info Center, Console, okay, system card, and the wallet. And here we have the power. Well, the rest is not installed. Even when I start up this, there's nothing installed yet. So let's go ahead and install the basic systems. So let me zoom in a bit. Okay, what would I install first? So sudo apt install. First of things, Dolphin as the file manager. I would install Kate as my text editor. I will also install Vim as a text editor. I will have Firefox as my default web browser. What else? I always like to have htop on my system. An archive manager, so let's install Arc. LibreOffice. Office. I also want to have Audacity, KDE Live, GIMP. What else? Let me think. Well, that's it for now. So let's install that. So yes, I want to install that. So while this is installing, let's jump into some other things like the system settings. So let's go into the system settings here. Workspace theme. Now, first of all, I like dark themes, so I can either use the Breeze Dark or get some new ones. I would always love to have the Arc Dark. Let me see if it's in here. Search for Arc. KDE. Here it is, KDE. So I will install that one. So okay, so let's assign the dark theme. Much nicer. The desktop theme, also Arc, that's fine. Let's go to the icons. Breeze Dark for now will be fine. So I have some things here. I would normally get a Papyrus, the dark one. So I know that's in here. Sit the Papyrus dark gray. Install that one. Okay, close. Papyrus dark gray. Let's apply that one. So this is all fine. So already much better look. So not all the icons are showing up yet, but yeah, then you have to log in and log out again, or log out, log in again. Let's see how far the installation is going. Okay, we're at a 34%. So also let's configure the desktop then. I don't like icons on my desktop, so what I would do is, instead of folder view, I would set it to desktop view. So much better. I don't like this here on the desktop, so this small system, so let's remove that one. Gone. And now we get a nice wallpaper. So let's search for something like a nice dog. So this is funny. So let's assign that one. Why doesn't it take it? So let's apply it. Thank you. Okay. So let's check. Okay, the installation is already done. So let's see what we have now. So basically what we have is LibreOffice Math. The graphics we have GIMP. So which version of GIMP is installed? 2.8. As you can see, it's a pretty old version. I also would like the single window mode. So okay, that's done. What else? Internet. We have the Firefox web browser. Let's see what version of Firefox they ship with Ubuntu nowadays. Oh, that's the latest one, so that's good. Close tabs. We have Audacity. 2.2.1, so that's nice. KDE Live. Ah, we're missing VLC, so yeah, that's also something that I would install normally. So sudo apt install VLC. So this is basically what you would do. Also something what I would do is install the Ubuntu restricted extras. You know about tab completion, I hope. So you type just a couple of letters and then you have tab completion. Here the two type fonts of Microsoft. We accept that. We accept the EULA. So yeah, we're almost done here. What else do we need on the system? System settings, Office. We have multimedia, yes, internet. Oh, VirtualBox, of course. So let's check the info center, what version of KDE is installed on the system. So we're running 18.4. KDE Plasma version 5.12. Framework 544. Okay, pretty good. So I assigned 2 CPUs here on the system and 4 GB of memory. So that's also fine. Okay guys, it seems that my video got cut off the last time, so I'm not sure what happened, but let's continue here and show you the end product. We were in the info center, so let's go to info center, and we viewed that we were running KDE the 5.12 and the framework 5.44. Okay. Then we started KDE Live, and we saw that we need a VLC, so VLC is installed. So now let's start the KDE Live, so we can see what version we're running here. The version is version 17.12. I think we're currently at 19.2 or something like that, so pretty old. The next thing that I did was install VirtualBox. I installed VirtualBox. As I said, the version of VirtualBox installed on the system is version 5. So this is also pretty old. I think we're now on version 6 and 6.x. Not sure which version we're already running, but that's it. So basically, yeah, this is what you get when you do a minimal installation of Ubuntu with the network installation, ISO, and you choose what you want to install on your system. So here are all the programs that I installed. So GIMP, Firefox, Audacity, KDE Live, VLC, Office. Oh, did I show you the version of Office that's installed? Let's do a writer. And we're running version 6.0. It's also pretty old. I think we're now at 6.3x. And yeah, basically this is it. This is how I would install my Ubuntu system. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to do a clean install of Ubuntu without all the clutter, I would do it this way. So take the network installation and do it like this. Do manual install. Please leave a comment if you want to comment on the video. If you do want to make a suggestion for next videos, also place it in the comments and I will pick it up and schedule it. Yeah, just if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to my channel, like the video, and I will see you next time. So enjoy Linux. Bye guys.